Well, good evening. Nice to be here. Thanks to everybody for subscribing. Thanks to everybody that's left comments on the information, particularly the information about RTL1. It's fantastic. It's wonderful. As you can see, I'm sort of dressed for bed. I'm not actually going to go to bed yet. I'm going to have a look around the waves in a bit. But I thought what I would do is just show you what I've got recently to go with my station. Sorry, I'm sounding a bit tired. It was a stressful day. I had a scam text message on my phone, sort of to do with my bank account. I'm trying to deal with that. I knew it was a scam almost straight away, almost instantly. Needless to say, I didn't touch it, and I didn't go to where it was trying to direct me. I sort of, it's almost like, you get these things, it's almost like something that's infected that you don't want to touch. It's like, leper. So I've deleted it now off my phone, but I reported it to my bank anyway, to the fraud people. So I'm going to go in town Monday and check everything's okay with the bank and stuff. I'm going to do that. Anyway, that's beside the point. But I had some stuff for my station. I'm not going to say my shack, because I haven't got a shack, sadly. But my little station. Anyway, the first thing I bought, to keep in contact with a neighbour of mine, I bought some of them. 4, they come in a box, come in their own case with 2 chargers and loads of other bits and pieces. They were as new. I think they've hardly been used. So that's nice. They're on VHF, I think about 446 megahertz, something like that. And they work very well. My friend and her partner, they live a couple of rows over from me on the estate I live on. So we chin mag on these, 446, so that's nice. So box set of them, 4 of them. So that's nice. Here's something I bought. I saw an interesting video. The fabled Degen 1103, which seems to be quite a, almost a fabled sort of radio. It's to my mind, looking at stuff online, it's almost like getting almost an iconic sort of status, a sort of legendary status, this little radio. There's 2 versions of this radio. The DSP version and the PLL version. Now this is the PLL version. I bought this, as they term it on eBay, used. Well, I term second hand. Oh, you can see me in the image there. Hello. This is the used version that came as faulty. So I knew what I was buying. It only cost me like 20 quid or something stupid. I was hoping I might be able to repair it, but as yet I have not been able to repair it. Can't get no audio out of it, and the display is very faint. So if anybody has any ideas what that might be, I'd be interested to know. I would like to get this going, because I watched a video. There is an interesting video online of a Russian gentleman. The Russians seem to like this particular radio for some reason. I see a lot of Russian DXers using the Degen 1103, but there is a video online of a Russian gentleman, and he has the PLL version and the DSP version side by side, connected to the same antenna, and he does a comparison test, and the PLL version is better than the DSP version. Now I wanted to do the same test, but the PLL one that I've got is sadly not functioning, and I was hoping I might be able to get it to function. But what came, excuse me for reaching down here a minute. What came through the mail yesterday was the DSP version. This is new, so I assume this is going. I don't know. I would hope it's going, because I bought it new, but I just haven't had time to put batteries in it and fire it up yet. So that's a job for tomorrow, but that's the DSP version. The two radios look identical, and if you didn't know, you would think they were one and the same radio, but they were actually two different radios. So tomorrow, when I've got time, I'm going to fire this one up and see what it's like. So that's something I bought. Here's something I bought. But I've got to sort these out. Go. So I need to rewire these, so I've got to get some appropriate cable off the internet. I've seen it for sale, the curly type cable, you know, the 1930s style twisty sort of cable. These are made by a company called Dr. Nesper. They're made 1930s stroke 1940s, so wartime headphones, which is what I wanted. I don't think they were made for the military. I think they were just for general public, you know, the sort of home market. But they're going to be good if I get these wired up. They're going to be nice. So really, really well made, beautifully made. I think these caps here, I think they unscrew, and I can get inside at the wiring, and I can take this whole tatty cable off and rewire them. So that's a job that's going to need doing. So very pleased to get them. And finally, which came today, which I'd been waiting for very much, and this, like the Degen 1103, is sort of getting a well-known a reputation as being very good, as almost, I'm not going to say legendary status, but it's going to get a legendary iconic sort of status. I can see it coming, because it's, from the videos I've watched online of this item, it's very well thought of. I'm going to try it out in a minute. There's the instructions, really. I've been waiting for this for ages. The Texan loop antenna there was the AN200. AN200 medium wave tuned loop antenna. I've been waiting for this baby for ages. Fantastic. So I'm going to have a go with that in a minute. I'm going to stick it next to a portable and see what happens. But these are supposed to be very good, or any loop antenna actually is supposed to be very good. I've seen, put that back there. Some of you bods out there, you've built loop antennas yourselves what I call, with the cross, box with the cross in it, what I call Dutch windmill. I always call them a Dutch windmill. Some of you out there have bought Dutch windmills, and I've seen them going, and they work very well. So I'm hoping I can use that, because the problem I have with medium wave is, I was only saying to somebody the other day, medium wave is much better at night than during the day. Same, long wave is the same. But medium wave in the evenings, I tend to get swamped with Spanish stations, and to a certain degree Algerian stations. So I'm hoping with the loop antenna I can sort of null some of them out and get something a bit different, and maybe even get something transatlantic, because that's not something I've really been able to do at present, is get transatlantic stuff. I know I hear you people out there doing it, so and so in New York and so in Boston and all this business, and I think, why can't I do that? But being on a long wire antenna up in the loft, a dipole and all that, you get what you get. But with that, you can turn it around, and hoping that'll give me a better medium wave reception, but we'll see in a bit. I'll go and fire it up, and we'll see how this thing performs, and I will let you know how it performs. But that's some of the odds and ends I've got for my station. So I'm going to go and have a cup of tea and see how I get on with the medium wave tonight. Still thinking about that text message, actually. It's just gotta go and check my bank accounts Mondays. I don't like receiving things like that. It's just came out of the blue. I was watching a movie and bang, the phone went off, and I thought, oh, what's that? And it was trying to direct me to this website, and I've Googled these things, and what they do is they try and direct you to a website, and then they try and extract information out of you, like passwords and codes and stuff. I didn't touch it. I didn't go to this site. I knew what it was, but it's still, yeah, it's not nice. But anyway, I'm going to go and have a cup of tea. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your information. It's fantastic. RTL is an interesting thing. The studio, it looks like the studios are in France, but the transmitter is in Luxembourg. So like somebody, I forget who it was now, who said to me it's probably a cost-saving thing, and I think you're probably right. But it's interesting how you actually get the transmitter to fire up in Luxembourg from France. But I was only saying earlier that radio amateurs, a lot of radio amateurs do this now. They work remote. So how does that work? How do you work remote? How do you, like me, I mean, depend to Cornwall. How do I operate my radio home here if I'm in London, for argument's sake? How does that work? Modern technology, it's clever. It's clever. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Keep DXing, keep listening, keep the radios going. I'll see you on the next one.